Hi everyone, this is Sagar here from NB Constructions. We are back with another video, and the topic for the day is something which bothers everyone. The pollution caused by construction activities happening near your house, near your offices, and how it impacts your life, what we can do about it, what are the different solutions, and a construction ban which was implemented by the government, is it necessary or not? So these are the topics on which we are going to discuss today. So the first topic which we need to discuss is how is pollution actually caused by construction. So on site there are many activities which happen, like for example stone cutting or debris being transported from one place to other, and then cleaning of the sites which is done. So all these activities are done you in a very dry environment. Another reasons is actually the diesel engines. So diesel engines are important for the construction activities. So but the problem is the chimney. So people use smaller chimneys, or even sometimes they don't even use the chimneys. So the direct smoke is coming out of the diesel. And then another one is the noise pollution for sure. So all these machines, they're working, and just because a dry cutting or a dry implementation of these machines is being done, that's where so much of noise pollution is also caused. So now you must be wondering, what is the solution for the problem? The first basic solution is cover your buildings. You must have seen the green colored cloth that can be used to cover the buildings. The dirt doesn't come out of the building, and hence the pollution stops. Another way is to use factory cut stones and tiles. In this way, all the mechanical work, all the pollution kind of creating work is done in the factories where all the proper systems are there, and no open pollution is happening at the sites. Then when you are transporting debris, always moisten it. A bit of a moisture is not very costly, it doesn't take much of time, and it prevents the pollution. Then a lot of people just throw away the debris from height. Like proper labor can be used to transport the debris from like upper floors to the ground floor and then transported. Then even when all this scrap metal, as the scrap which is generated in the construction sites, it has to be taken care of, because a lot of dust is coming out of the scrap which is thrown on the roads, and our cities look filthy when we see all this kind of scrap. So government should have proper sanctioned dumping grounds for all this scrap which is generated out of the construction. And the best part is, by having these proper sanctioned dumping grounds, we can refill the mining holes or the stone mines which were carved out. You can refill all this by having the dumping ground for these places. So these are some of the solutions which we can apply. So now you might be wondering, why can't we just ban the construction, what like government does? Ban it for a couple of months, then restart it again, then ban it. See, it's always a temporary solution. The thing is, when you ban a construction, it's a very big economic loss, both to the private players or the owners or the construction companies, and at the same time, it's a big loss for the government. It's losing a lot of revenue in GST and other revenues which government collects from all these kind of projects. And then the most important, the biggest problem which is actually created because of the ban is that you're laying off the second largest workforce in the country. Like after agriculture, construction sector is the one which employs most of the people. So banning is always a temporary solution. And then there's a perfect solution to this problem. See, a provision should be made in the project for implementing all these pollution stopping technologies. These things are expensive, and one cannot expect a construction company to pay all of them. So what government can come up with is like something like an education cess which they have, or the labor cess. There can be a small provision, so that gets included in the rates of the project. So the client is obligated to pay for the same, and then the construction companies and the contractors, they should be obligated to make sure that they don't cause pollution. And then the government can have a regulatory body, or you have the EPC and these kind of committees who can monitor all these activities at real time basis. In this way, it is a perfect solution for the problem, and a sustainable solution. So now you must be wondering, Sagar, it is pretty easy to come on a video and suggest all these solutions. See, in reality, we at NB Constructions, we are happy to say that we are actually implementing 70% of all the solutions which I have offered. And we are happy that if the provision of the rates which I was talking about, if that is implemented, we will implement all the 100% solutions which we are offering. At the same time, NB Construction will be proud to help other companies, consultancies, give providing trainings and giving awareness with respect to this problem. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you soon for another video.